Hey, there we go. What's going on, everybody? We had a little bit of trouble with the stream, but we're on, and we're ready to get cracking. All right, so all right, so we're gonna keep it talking right now while you guys are trying to get back on, because of course people that watch this later on the recording, they don't want to just sit there and stare at us. So anyway, we're excited today. We got a special episode of Make Moves Monday. There we go. We got people on now.
What's up, y'all?
Yeah, hey, sorry about the little issue. Something happened. We were loading in at 11 o'clock, and the whole thing started acting like it was not wanting to load up or something. I don't know what was really going on, but nonetheless, we're on now. So there we go. Let's go. Hey, Australia, UK. I love it. Happy Memorial Day. Yeah, you're already a moderator because you're tagged in it. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, so we're good to go. Let's get it. All right, so welcome to another episode of Make Moves Monday. Motivation, mindset, and what else? Trading psychology. This is where we make moves, not excuses. All right, so today we got a very special episode because I got my boy Jay.
What's up? Let's go.
You already know Jay Take Profits, and we got him in the house with us, and we're going to be interviewing him in a little bit. We also got the 25K giveaway today, and you know what's crazy? We're doing the 25K giveaway. We're already at 28K. Man, you guys are good, man. You guys are grinding on like sharing and watching these things, because it's been amazing watching the channel grow. Appreciate you guys. If you're watching and you haven't already, you already know the drill. Like, comment, and what else? Subscribe. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button, and let's get it popping. All right. So before we get started in the actual video, I just want to say Happy Memorial Day to everybody. We're celebrating today the freedom that we have. I thank God for the freedom that we have in America. Listen, if you and especially give thanks to those who gave the ultimate price, died for the freedom of our country. Prayers for those, family members, especially who lost somebody in war. So we thank God for the sacrifice that these people made, and just thank you for the sacrifice you made while your people were away, and those who are active service. We thank you guys as well. So happy Memorial Day, and let's get it. All right. So who's excited about today? Let me go ahead and see some comments roll through real quick. I need to. Oh man, I just blew my account. That's not what I want to see today. All right, I see ones coming though. That's what I like to see. Advice for a 14-year-old trader. My man, I love that. We're going to talk about that. Love that. Let's see.
You read it before you hit show?
Yeah. He said you need help growing an account. Cool. All right, let's get it, guys. So first things first, we've had some comments come in, some questions and stuff that have come in over the past couple weeks, or really a week or whatever, since we've been talking about doing this live. Just Shank said, nice hairstyle, Jay.
I look good.
Oh man, you know what? Right before we went live, we was just talking about quarantine haircuts, and Jay talking about he just cuts his own hair, and I can't take my hat off because I ain't gonna do that to myself. So I need a quarantine haircut. What's this dude? Yeah, no, we about to delete that one. All right, so yeah, people are asking, what is the 25K? Yeah, that's the 25,000 subscribers. We just hit 25,000 subscribers, and now we're already at 28,000 subscribers. One person commented this week that hey, we're doing the 25,000 subscriber giveaway, and we're already at 26. That was like the next day or something. and get your 30K, video ready. We're almost there. So I guess I'm gonna have to get the 50K video ready.
Yeah.
That's what we got to get ready. Oh, they said take the hat off. No, y'all don't want to see that.
Take that hat off. Take that hat off.
Y'all don't want to see that. Y'all don't want to see that. All right, so I joined the group. Do you guys have a Telegram, or is it just Robert? No, all of us are in the group. Robert really does a lot of the interaction on throughout the day. But yeah, we're all in the group. Same group. So all right, cool. So let's get it. One thing I want to do is I want to jump into interviewing with Jay, and then we're gonna kind of bounce back and forth. All right. So Jay, number one, before we get into your questions that I want to ask you and the people want to ask you, first I want to let everybody know, if you haven't already subbed on my man's channel, you already know what to do. At what? Jay Take Profits. Go ahead and tell them where to go, man.
Yes, sir.
What do I do? What do we do?
So, all right, on YouTube, Jay Take Profits. All right, follow that. Dope content. I even got a new video out how to create your own strategy.
Yeah.
And Instagram is Jay Take Profits. Don't fall for them scammers.
Hey.
I'm putting that out there every video.
Man.
Jay Take Profits. No double E's, no double S's, no underscores. Jay Take Profits. All right. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I don't got no WhatsApp group, none of that. Don't get scammed, y'all.
Yeah, yo, you know what the crazy part about it is, guys? Look, if one thing I always remembered is a lesson I learned a long time ago. There would be no such thing as a counterfeit $100 bill if there wasn't a real $100 bill to copy, right? You can't have a counterfeit if there ain't the real thing somewhere for it to copy, right? All these counterfeits out there, the fake trading get paid sites, the fake Jay Take Profit sites, all this kind of stuff is only because we got the real thing right here, So y'all don't fall for them scams. Always refer. My advice to everybody with that: always refer back to the YouTube channel. Always, because that's the hardest thing to duplicate. It's easy to duplicate an Instagram page. It's easy to duplicate a Facebook. It's easy to duplicate and try to just create a WhatsApp or something stupid like that. But it's very difficult to duplicate a YouTube channel, right? So if you have somebody reaching out to you, or somebody hits you up on Instagram or Facebook or WhatsApp or something like that, always come back to one of the YouTube channels. Come back here. Come back to Jay's YouTube channel. Make sure that you're looking at the real thing, because we don't want any of the YouTube family out there getting scammed. All right. So Jay, let's talk a little bit, man. Just tell everybody. Most of everybody knows who you are, but for those who don't know, tell us about yourself, man.
So
what's popping?
So yeah, honestly, I'm gonna try to pick some things you guys don't know. I've been trading for about 4 years now, 4 solid years. This is the summertime, so I've been trading for about 4 years. Actually, Joe is the one that reached out to me and brought me into trading. Some a little different. I was looking to buy a house. I was looking to buy a house 4 years ago, and one of the guys at my church said, "Hey, talk to Joe." I called Joe or text him. I'm looking for a house. This person referred me to you, and he was like, "Yeah, I do all of that right now. I'm just trading." And I was already hearing about stocks. I was about to do it, and I was like, "Oh, you trading stocks?" He was like, "Oh, no, we doing Forex." I was like, "What is that?" And then after that moment, it was game on. Like from that moment, I never looked back. It was Forex 100%. So 4 years, I've been trading for 4 years, and now I got 2 twins now.
2 twins.
Well, not 2 twins, but I got twins now. All right, a boy and a girl. So that's some things a lot of you guys don't know either.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And one more thing
go ahead.
is my anniversary just celebrated yesterday.
Hey.
So, yeah,
man, come on. Let me get some happy anniversaries in there.
5
some
years.
Ones for that. Hey, and I gotta tell you the secret here. Y'all ready for the secret? Y'all ready for the secret? The real hero here is not Jay. The real hero here is Quinn, his wife. Man, when they came in, and when he came in and started trading, I remember the story, and I'm sure you guys have watched his video, how he started and how he mastered Forex in a year or whatever. But the journey was real, guys. I remember him coming in and sacrificing, and like, you know, putting in grocery money and all kinds of stuff, trying to figure it out. But like what happened was Quinn is the hero. She was like, Jay, I'm riding with you. Let's get it. Right. She rode with him, and she stuck with all that sacrifice, the late nights, all it, man. That's the hero in my books.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, Jay's all right, you know what I mean? But but no, we love that. We love that. So Jay, I want to ask you a couple of interesting questions. All right. All the YouTube videos that you got going on, what is your like favorite video that you've done? Like, what was the most fun? Like, what was the best video, like in your, you know, like that, you know what I mean? What was your favorite video?
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm gonna throw you a little curveball. It's a playlist. It's a playlist, and those videos are pretty much the same subject. All right, it's the live London trading sessions. Those are my favorite. We had a lot of personal moments. Some of you guys been on there. We made money. We haven't not lost. If you go to my playlist, live London session, we have not lost. And it's like 2 or 3 trades each session. All right. So those are my favorite. But now, if you wanted me to pick one video, it would be my strategy that I posted, the 50 SMA strategy. All right, that's my favorite. Why? See, I did other fun ones, the vlogs, the taking my wife out here, buying my wife a new car. Those were fun, right? But the reason why the strategy one is because me buying my wife a car didn't help y'all. All right, me doing this with my wife and going out to eat and doing all of that, it was fun making it. And it was very creative, but it didn't help put no money in y'all pockets. But when I created that strategy, the 50 SMA strategy, go look it up. So many people, I haven't even showed it yet. So many people is being impacted by that every day. I get an email, a message every day. And even look in the comment section of that video, people telling you how powerful it is. So I think that's my favorite one because it's actually helping people become profitable.
Yeah. That was a powerful video. Very powerful. And the cool thing, like, you know, you're going to hear me say this a couple of times today, is that, you know, I get to see this stuff. You know, I got the privilege of seeing a lot of this stuff before you guys get to, you know, I get to see it because we're in the team, right? And I get to see the different strategies Jay's talking about, the live sessions, all that kind of stuff. And the same thing with him. He gets to see the stuff that I'm doing, you know, before it really hits YouTube, because we're just together like that, right? So that was powerful. That was a very powerful video. Now for those who have been on the channel for a while, you know that I'm real big about my why, right? If you go back and you can watch the video, why I trade Forex. Everything I do is about my why, right? Everything I do is about why I do this thing. And you already know that's my family. I just posted a picture of my why just a few days ago, whatever that was, last week. That's my why, my wife, my children. You know, that's why I do this thing, right? The ministry that God has called me to, you know, to be able to forward the kingdom of God. And then on top of that is the city of Detroit. You already know the city of Detroit. You know, I want to see my city come back to completion. I love my city. And actually that video that I made about that was not even really planned, to be honest with you. I was actually driving through Detroit, because I do that all the time. I drive through the city and just kind of pray over the city, think, you know, just kind of meditate, let my mind, you know, just kind of think. And as I was driving through the city praying that day, it just hit me like, this is why I do this. You know what I mean? Just thinking about my family, thinking about the ministry, thinking about, you know, the city. And I said, man, you know, I got to share this. I just felt it so deep in my heart. I wasn't even planning to make that video. And I just had to share it. I had to get it out, you know? And anyway, that became like one of y'all favorite videos, you know, just, I don't know, maybe it's the passion. I don't know. But, you know, I say all that to say this, Jay, I already know, you know, a lot of the things you're doing, the things you're passionate about as well. A man of God, you're a man of faith, you know. What is your why? You know, and you know, I know we want to help people make, you know, become six-figure. I get that, and we want to do that all right. But what for you? Why do you trade Forex? Why do you grind the way you do?
Yeah. So I would say, about more than 4 years ago. But my thing is, outside of Forex, I was a graphic designer. I still am, but I don't do it as much, but I still know how. I was a graphic web designer, and I didn't really want to work for a corporation doing that. And I was going to college, and I was terrible in college. Terrible. I failed math 5 times, couldn't pass the intermediate algebra stuff. So I went and tried it again and failed again. And so then that's about the same time where he kind of told me about the Forex. I was about to do stocks. It was either going to be work at Office Depot, and that was my mentality. That was like the greatest thing ever. I wanted to work for Office Depot for years, and I could never get in. But that was my thing. I was going to be like the manager. I was going to work my way up to be the manager in the graphic design department, and I did that. And but my mind started shifting. He was starting to tell me, you got to get on the right side of the quadrant. You got to start thinking about bigger things. Think about being an investor. So all this time, I really just, want to take care of my wife. I was homeless for, I would say, over half the year. Me and my son, homeless. I was getting bit up by bed bugs, everything. It was terrible. And I just was just grinding away, though. Nothing can stop me. Just grinding away. We're going to figure this out. And when he told me about the Forex, I said, okay, now I'm going to get into position. Once you started teaching me the stuff, I was like, the only thing that's going to stop me is my work ethic. That's the only thing that's going to stop me, because everything is here. The education, the mentors, everything was in place for me to grow and learn. But the only thing that could stop me was me. So I put the work in and I did it. So my wife, she liked to work, but she liked to do all of that. But if she didn't want to, we still taken care of. Yeah. My son, you know what I'm saying? He's not really, he likes school, but I don't think no kids really like the school, though, to be honest with you. But he don't really know what he wants to do. He's still young. And my thing is, I want to leave a legacy for him, whatever he chooses to do. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna get off the subject a little bit. I'm gonna bring it back in. So my thing is this. This is what I tell my son. I say, you're either gonna go to college, you're gonna own a business, or you're gonna work at a regular job. McDonald's, Office Depot, whatever, little stuff like that. Those are your 3 options. Which one you gonna do? Because you're not gonna sit around the house. And so if he chooses to own his own business, you already know what that entails. That I have to have capital for him to start that business up. I'm going to be his bank. Well, that's why I do this as well. If he want to go to college, then we're not going to have no whole bunch of loans. I'm going to be paying on that. Right. All right. So that's why I do this as well. So now I got twins. So I got to do it all over again with 2 of them. So, but that's why I do this, man, to make sure that I put us in position. I'm tired of being broke. I was tired of being broke. I was tired of, being homeless, depending on people. I just was tired of that, man. Yeah. And I definitely don't want my family to go through what I went through.
Yeah. So that's beautiful. I mean, when you start to have, children and you get married and all that stuff, it makes you think anyway. You really start to examine, kind of how life is anyway, but and I could tell you guys, real talk, man, like this stuff you see on YouTube, Jay, the whole swag and all that kind of stuff. It's real, guys. It's not just a show he puts on for YouTube. I know Jay in real life. You know what I mean? Like, we're together off the camera, and I'm telling you, this stuff ain't just like some performance for YouTube. Jay's the real deal, man. Like, this guy is for real, man. He's a great husband, a great father, and he's a great trader. And all of this stuff you're hearing him talk about, that's real stuff, guys. And honestly, that's why I want to be in partnership with somebody like Jay, because I already know how serious he is about this stuff. I already know what his why is. And I got to just be real with you for a second. There's a lot of people out there that can really trade, right? It's some people out there that are excellent traders. That's not what I'm looking to partner with, right? Man, it's a million people. I could teach you, right? I could take any random person off of the list right here, pull you out of here, and if I decided to just invest all of my time into you, I'll make you a trader. Trust me, right? That's easy, right? The skill set. What I want to partner with is somebody's why, because the truth is, At the end of the day, your skill set is only going to be able to take you so far. It's your integrity. It's your why. I want to know why you do the things you do, because if trading to be a good trader is why you do this, well, guess what? As soon as something else comes along that catches your interest a little bit more, man, you're going to be off to the races.
Yeah.
If money is the reason why you do this stuff, as soon as you have it, you'll be out spending it, and you lose the grind. But when I know that your why is about that family, it's all that stuff, man, that's powerful. He was just talking about when I hear that your why is about, putting your kid into a position so he don't never have to experience what you experience. Now you got my interest. Now I'm going, wait a minute, that ain't going to go away. You know what I mean? That's not something that's going to come and go. You know what I mean? That's not something that just, falls away when the new thing comes. You know what I mean? That's something that's going to take you through the rest of your life, And so for me, that's one of the best things that I could tell you why I want to be a partner with Jay, why I decided from my end to bring TGP and TTP together to form Trend Trading Academy, is because I know who Jay is off camera. You know what I mean? I see the way he is with his kid. I see the way he is with his family, and that's something that I want to be a part of. That's something that I feel is worth being a part of what I'm doing. You already know how I value my why. You already know how I value my family, my ministry, the things that God has put in my life. And if that's the case, then if you're going to be my partner, if we're going to ride together, man, you got to be serious. I ain't got time for foolishness. And I appreciate that, bro.
Yes,
You're my man,
yes,
bro.
Sir. Yes, sir.
So now check this out. Speaking on what I was just talking about, right? And I already see we're not ignoring the comments. We see them, guys. We're gonna get to them.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to them. But yeah, people agreeing, just the commonality here. People talking about how they agree with that and we believe in that. That's beautiful, man. We appreciate you guys. I just kind of led us into it, but now I want to hear your thoughts. Why the TTA merger? Now I know Team Take Profits. We've been rocking Team Take Profits since the beginning, and then I started the whole trading get paid thing.
Yeah.
You took TTP to the moon. We took TGP to the moon.
Yeah.
We had students all in and of ourselves. I had a whole group of students. You had a whole group of students.
Yeah.
Why the merger? Why TTA? What was the thought process? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, for me, so I could have just kept doing Team Take Profits on my own and just took it wherever we was gonna go, whatever. But I've been working with Joe forever, and he a beast trader. And we already know 2 heads is better than 1. And when 2 people come together, the 2 people that work well together, or 2 people that's perfecting their skill together come together, like Scotty and us and Scotty and Jordan. You feel me? I'm Jordan, you Scotty. You know what I'm saying?
Come on now, come on. Hey, I got love for Scotty though. I got love for Scotty.
Yeah. So that's my mindset. So it's like, boom. I'm like, well, see, here's the thing, guys. We try to work together before. I ain't gonna touch too much on it, but we tried to work together before. But under the umbrella we was under, it wasn't really letting us flow how we wanted to flow, how let us flourish and move how we wanted to move. It was too many constraints, right? So then we just did our own thing. But we still were friends and we still talk, right? So we was plotting, and just kind of trying to build something massive. And how could we work together? What did we have to do? And we figured it out. And it was Trend Trading Academy. And we were literally at the phone store trying to connect some phones at T-Mobile, whatever. And we was just talking about it and just working it out. And every day since then, we've been planning. And the reason why I personally picked Joe to work with is because he a beast swing trader. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a swing trader. I'm a day trader, and I kind of get into scalping a little bit, but mostly a day trader. And you put that together with his top-notch analysis, looking at the monthly, the weekly, he know what's going on. He got the whole outlook. Then I'm going to come in and get us day-to-day profits, day-to-day people that like to get in and get out, don't want to hold them. This is the entry today on his swing trade. Yeah. He got the, hey, we're looking to go up. All right, this is not the time to get in for the buy yet. Let's wait here. And then I help us get in on that entry. And so he good at what he do, real good at what he do. And he only focused on one pair, GA. So that's why he's so good at what he do. And I know that's some other questions that people got to talk about, but he focused on one thing and he perfected. You know what I mean? And I'm not too far away. I'll focus on a little bit more, but not that many. And but that's why I think that's why we kind of excel at what we do, because we just really narrow down what we do. Right. And then also trend trading academy, we just merged it up because it was the perfect complement of one another. You know what I mean? What he do, swing trading, and I day trade, perfect. Nobody clashing. Everybody know their lane. Everybody know their job to do, and we just run it.
Yeah, I want to put that in perspective for those of you who are not part of the team, and some of you I know are part of the team on here watching right now. Here's what's powerful about what he's talking about. Robert, who is one of our educators, one of our teachers in the team, he actually started out as a student, you know, and he's still a student, and that's why he's a teacher, because the dude never stops learning. But he just made a post on his Instagram or his Facebook or whatever it was, that in this week that what was it, 15 trades, I think it was. Yeah. The total drawdown was like 100 pips, and then the total profit was like 1,100 and something pips, right? On top of that, so 1,100 pips, guys. That's nothing to sneeze at. That's solid. On top of that, my one swing trade gave us 960 pips just on one position. Plus, we caught each move on the way down, which would given us 200 and 300 pips each more, right? Jay, between what he's doing, like literally when we do this thing together, it's not an uncommon thing for us to be calling out 3,000-4,000 pips, you know, in a week or 2 weeks or whatever it might be. It's not an uncommon thing for these weeks to be super profitable. And that's because we have these unique points of view coming in from both sides, having the day trading mentality, having the swing trading mentality, having that real sniper mentality, not only catching the swing, but catching every pullback on the way down. It's a beautiful thing. It's a real beautiful thing. And then you add risk management into that, which we're strong about. We're strong about risk management. We're not asking you to be out here over leveraging your account like these other cats be out here doing. We're teaching you proper risk management. So this is a powerful thing we got going on, and that's why TTA is taking over the game. That's why we're literally shifting the whole Forex community. We got people, hating on us and every other crazy thing. Why? Because they see the value. They know this is a threat. They can't do nothing with it. And you could just ask. Go look in the comments. I'm already seeing them. The comments, people in here talking about how, what they're making money on, this and that. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Let's get into a couple of these questions. I know we got a few of them right here. I'm gonna try to go through not too far back, but what percentage of the time would you say the fib pulls back to the golden zone? Talk about it.
Yeah. So you got 38.2. That's the shallow retracement on the Fibonacci. You have the 61.8, and that's part of the golden zone. Mm-hmm. And you have the 23.6, and that's like showing that there's a lot of momentum in that direction. If it bounce off that, what happens normal is the 50%, or I would say the 50%. And the 618. So that's they call that normal. It pulls back to that level normal. It says I would say he said what percentage? Man, I would say over half. I would say over half. The whole market is based on that Fibonacci. The Fibonacci is the blueprint of it. The reason why I say that, I really believe that the market is ran off of these robots. I don't think there's billion-dollar bank institutions and it's just one person doing it all day long. They have algorithms running. And so that's why you see stuff move like that, breaking trend lines. And once it break that friction point in the market, it goes. I mean, that's like calculated. So the Fibonacci is in play more than half of the time.
Yeah. So 2 questions that came in right now, John O'Malley and then Yaniv Blazer. I think hope I said that, Yaniv Blazer. First one is this. Let's answer Yaniv. What's the difference between Joe's program versus Joe and Jay's new program? So a lot of people have been asking me that. Trade and get paid is, that's something I've been doing for a while, right? And a lot of people that were part of TGP before even coming together are on this thing right now. We were killing the markets then, and we're still killing the markets now. The only difference is that we brought Trade and Get Paid, which is my old, my brand, and Team Take Profits, which was what Jay was doing, and we merged them 2 together, becoming Trend Trading Academy. There's not a difference except that now it's even more value because you're not only getting what I do, but you're also getting what Jay does, right? So you're getting the entirety of what Jay brings to the table, and you're getting the entirety of what I bring to the table. And then on top of that, of course, a new website, a lot of different things that we added, even more value that, the team is experiencing extreme value. So there's no difference. You can go to tradinggetpaid.com, and all it's going to do is redirect you to the new website, right? So there's no difference. If you sign up on tradinggetpaid.com, you're still going to be a part of Trend Trading Academy. And if you sign up on Trend Trading Academy, you're going to get access to everything that the TGP family or the TTP family gets. All right. So just to be clear on that, it's all the same. But here's a really good question from John O'Malley. Will learning trading from multiple experienced traders cause a conflicting of thought and process of trading based on difference in the way people do things? That's a really good question. Like, learning from different sources, is that going to cause like confliction? Is that, do they butt heads? Like, how can you learn from somebody that, maybe your mentor is teaching you a little differently, so you want to talk about that, or you want me to start that out?
Yeah, well, I can just touch on a little bit. You can finish it, but that's the whole thing. So let me just get you to think a certain way about this. If you're an owner of a business, would you hire someone that teach the totally opposite of what you teaching the employees? Would you hire a manager from a different store to come in and start teaching your people, and she's going to be teaching your employees different things opposite of what you've been teaching them all year long? You wouldn't hire that person. You wouldn't hire that. You'd be like, nah, you're not a good fit. You don't want to learn the way we're doing things. Now, if a person want to come in and make something better and make some tweaks, then we could talk about it. But you know what I mean? But if they coming in trying to do different things, that's not going to work. And that's the same approach that I was taking when I brought Robert on as one of my educators. Okay. He learned exactly what we do. I don't want to bring in an educator that's going to be talking about scalp this way and do this. And, we're not, that's not what I'm teaching us to do. I'm teaching us how to master the markets, how to master Forex. So he learned exactly what I do. And he basically perfected. He's really good at it, and he's constantly learning. Okay. But he's really good. He's sent it right now. I'm away right now. Okay, till June 1st, because I'm working on creating these videos and this curriculum for Trend Trading Academy. All right. So he's been holding it down until I get back in June 1st. And I'm talking about trade setup after trade setup after trade setup. They all winning. Maybe like one loss out of like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
3 weeks. No lie. I'm not lying.
Yeah. I'm
not lying. It's people in here that can vouch for me. Okay. So we all speak the same language, just real talk. But the thing of it is that Robert is helping out the beginners. I needed to have someone that focus on the beginners, so then I can help us intermediate reach to advance. All right. But I couldn't do that because I always had to go back to the beginners. The beginners is my heart. I know what y'all going through.
Right.
So Robert came in and took over that, but he knows what I know. You see what I'm saying? So you won't have that problem. Now, Joe.
No, not only that, but like, so here's the other cool thing about it is that when you have you have two different, educators or two different people that are coming from two different points of view. It's not just that they conflict, but how do you marry them, right? That's like like any marriage, there's going to be differences, right? Like, so a wife and a husband, they might not think the same way on every little thing, and so they've got to come together, right? And so what's so beautiful about what we're doing at Trend Trading Academy and why it works so well is exactly what Jay pointed out earlier in the previous question was, with my swing trading strategies and my swing trading abilities and looking at the overall view, I mean, I'm basically telling the team, hey guys, for the next 3 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever, or until we get to this price point, we're not even, looking at anything in the opposite direction. We're going to be in this swing and catching every little move on the way down. Well, that's where Jay and his strategy and his mindset and thinking comes in, is because while I'm pointing out the overall direction, his day trading strategy is telling us how to get each little retracement. So I'm telling you from this point to this point, we've got 1,400 pips that I know good and well that we got 1,400 pips coming, right? Now, some people's accounts can't handle the drawdown or the stop loss. On a 1,400 pip trade, we might have a 300 or 400 pip stop loss, a 300 pip stop loss, right? And so maybe a brand new person, they can't handle that in their maybe $100, $200, $500 account or something like that. So that's where they come in, and it's not that it conflicts. What Jay's doing, catching every move on the way down, right, is still going to allow that person to catch, the pips that the rest of the team is catching, because what we do marries together, right? And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. Hey man, we might need to talk about this.
What happened?
We got Benjamin calling for the book, bro. When's the book coming out, Jay?
Oh,
we need to see that happen, bro.
I got a few more big moves to make before that happens.
Yeah. We got to see the book, bro. The life story of Jay Wayne.
Yeah.
Hey. All right, so let's see. He said 2 more kids, you need to rise the lot size.
Yeah.
All right, let's scroll down a little bit. My man said he want to ride with you in the Rolls Royce.
Let's go.
All right. How do you find a swing trade will go up or down if it's in the middle? So Benjamin, that's a good question. First of all, a swing trade, if we're already in the middle of it, we're not looking for the swing anymore, right? So that's the first thing you have to understand. If excuse me, if you're in the middle, like, so let's say for an example, we are halfway through, maybe a trade has been coming down from a certain price point down to down toward the bottom, or maybe up toward the top, or whatever it might be, from the extreme high to the extreme low, or vice versa. If we're in the middle, we're not looking for entry on the swing trade. We're going to catch the smaller positions on the way down. So we're not gonna come in and try to catch a trade halfway through. What we're going to do is we're going to find retracements and catch those retracements on the way down. And the overall trend or the overall direction is really what we're looking at. And we look at that by doing top-down analysis. So if you're in the middle, how do you know which way it's going to go? You got to rely back to your top-down analysis. If you're trading the 4-hour chart or the daily chart, you got to go up to the weekly chart, and you got to go and see which direction it's going and what's happening. I'll give you an example. We just closed out this GA swing that we were in for the past couple of weeks, and like I said, we caught 960 pips on this GA swing. And we do our analysis on the weekly, and then we confirm that analysis on the daily. And those who are breakout traders caught the breakout on the 4-hour. Those who are retest traders caught the retest on the 1-hour. And so when we entered the trade after the breakout, we got into the trade, and guess what happened? We saw, some retracement, which is normal, right? Every trend has pullbacks. Every trend has corrections. And so as we saw that correction happening, because there were some people who were only looking at the 4-hour chart, they were saying, hey, is it time to get out? We're seeing this thing pull back. And I'm going, wait a minute, you're only looking at one little chart. And while you might see that it's pulled back halfway from where, from where that most recent pullback was, let's take a picture and zoom out. And when we went to the weekly chart, man, we haven't even started barely moving yet. And so that top-down analysis is going to help you to understand whether you're in or out, or what, where you are in position with the overall swing. Let's see. All right, we just got skipped down here somehow. My man said Jordan and Steve Kerr. Man, we're about to get rid of him. Oh my God, he's Steve Kerr, maybe.
They call me Carlos Boozer.
Oh my. Oh my goodness. Let's see. This is LeBron and D Wade teaming up. Oh my God. We ain't going to Miami, bro.
Texas.
When did he start, Joe? I don't know who you're asking about.
So I started 4 years ago. Robert started 2 years ago. Robert been doing
about
it
2
for
years,
2 years,
maybe. Yeah. Yep. So how long are your swing trades normally? That's a good question. I want to address that because Anthony Guyan, I think maybe I'm saying that wrong, right? I don't know. How long are your swing trades normally? We don't trade time. We trade price, right? So what I'll tell you is this. The general rule is that price walks up the stairs and comes down the elevator, right? When you see price move up in the bull market, it generally works its way up. And then in the bear market, it comes down usually a little faster than it does go up. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so what I'm telling you is that we don't trade time. We're not going to say, all right, guys, we're in this, and then this is going to be a 3-week trade. We don't know that. Right. What we're going to do is we're going to get in at a certain price, and we know based on market structure, based on technical analysis, based on patterns or whatever it might be that we're using to get into that trade, we know that at this price point, we're going to get out of the market. All right. And so that could take a week. That could take 2 weeks. I would say on average, we're seeing about maybe 3 weeks in the swings. But that's usually it varies based on price. And of course, how do fundamentals affect that? That's another thing that people have been asking a lot about. How do fundamentals affect your technical analysis? Well, I'm going to say this. Number one, we're not going to enter the market on news. Okay. But if I see news happening in a swing trade, number one, I'm going to analyze what is that news, right? How is that news? Is it multiple red folders that are going to happen at the same time? Is it a yellow folder? Is it what's going on right there? Is it high impact news? And so I want to know what kind of news it is, or what fundamentals are we talking about? The other thing I would say is this, guys. Technical analysis supersedes fundamental analysis every single time. Technical analysis is and always will be number one. All right. Your technical analysis is the thing that we trade. How does fundamental analysis affect that? It's usually in timing. When you have a level of market structure, and let's say it's pulling down, we know that it's going to get to this level. We assume that it's going to get there. Now, if fundamentals come into play, maybe an NFP or an interest rate or something like that happens, news happens, and let's say it pushes it down, that doesn't mean that we lost the trade, or that doesn't mean that it's not going to still do what it was doing. It just means that it's going to take a little longer, right? And so fundamental analysis doesn't stop technical analysis. Sometimes it just delays it. And so you have to ask yourself how that is going to come into play. And so to answer your question in the beginning, how long are you in swing trades? We really don't know that. We trade price. That we are price action traders, and we trade based on price, and then we allow the fundamentals and the timing and all that stuff to help us guide through, but eventually to our price goal, not our time goal. Okay. He said no time or tomfoolery. I like it. Dash of unique. Joe is a swing guru. We about to soon. Joe is absolutely speaking the truth, man. I appreciate you. She's always in all of our chats.
Who is that?
Lori.
Oh yeah, shout out to Lori. Thank you. We appreciate you, Lori.
Yeah. Joe Lundy said the GA swing was amazing. I love it. Let's see here.
Yeah, we reading comments off of YouTube. So
Yeah. So we're just kind of flowing through the comments, guys. This is live, right? This ain't we're not looking for professional editing here. We're just kind of hanging out with you guys. I admire you guys. Help the world. Big J, what's up?
Who was that?
Patrick Arhin.
What up, man?
All right. Let's see. You should make a top 10 best psychology book for traders. What you think about that?
Yeah, I see something like that coming. For sure. We got the perfect people to do it.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? You know what I want to do? I almost forgot. We got a couple of questions that came from when I first talked about doing this. Let me go to those questions.
While you looking that up, I'm gonna answer something here.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to be when you became profitable? So I was like, what do you mean profitable? Nonstop, because we always lose a little bit here and there, so we're never perfect. But when my losses became very less, and I was like profitable over the month, profitable over 2 months, 3 month stretches, that was about my third year in. Honestly, my third year. I was getting wins before 3 years, right? But my third year in is when I was like, I didn't really need anybody, But as soon as I said I didn't need nobody, I found myself having to keep running back, getting help from my mentors and different things. So I always kept the mentors close by. But 3 years, I pretty much I found my footing and I was off and running.
Yeah, absolutely. It takes time. It takes time.
But now I think we're cutting that time down for people because of what we're giving them.
Absolutely. And that's the truth. I mean, like, we're seeing people that are coming in. I want you to think about this for a second. We're seeing people that are coming in and, here they are, let's say 6 months in or 9 months in. And now none of that is typical. You know, it's really up to you. But we're seeing people come in 6 months and they're going, man, I've got it. Like, and they're making consistent profits. People that are taking $1,000 accounts and turning them into tens of thousands, Now, I get this question all the time. Jay, I'm sure you get the question all the time as well. How long is it going to take me to be profitable? Can I come into your group for 1 month and double my account? Like these type of questions, right? The truth is, I can't tell you that. You guys ask us that, but the truth is I don't know the answer to that. Why? I'm not you. If you came in and you did every little thing that I told you to do and everything down to a T, right? You're going to do really well. However, no matter how big you tell me with the biggest capital letters and all the exclamation points at the end, I will follow you. They never do. People by nature explore. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's cool. We want you to learn. I don't want to make a drone out of you, right? I want to make you into an independent trader, right? So it's cool that you explore. It's okay that you explore a little bit. And you know what? Take the losses. They're good for you. They're going to teach you. But there's no cookie cutter answer. It's really all about you. How long is it going to take you to get it down? Are you going to grind like Jay did 3-4 hours a day? Are you going to grind like I did, hours and hours in a day? Are you going to put the time into the charts? Are you, what kind of a trader are you going to be? A swing trader, a scalper, a day trader? Some people, they want to do all of it. And that's where you're going to mess up. You got to figure out who you are as a trader, right? That's the only thing you can really say. Let's answer a couple of questions from the post. TJ Austell. Oh, my man, TJ. Man, he was like my 60. I think he was like he told me he was looking at it. It was like 62 subscriber.
Wow.
When I had like 60 something subscribers or something like that.
I call them OG subscribers.
OG subscribers. He's been with me since like I had no subscribers and been just riding ever since. How about being careful when you place trades such as around major events? My thought was like how you guys encourage traders to concentrate on 1 or 2 pairs at the most. So being conscious of major news events, especially financial ones that could catch you off guard concerning your pair. What made me think of this was when Jay had the GBP trade during the Boris Johnson elections, and they had a 450 pip turn in 1 hour. The team caught it, but it could have went real bad. Shows the benefit of team trading also. That video was amazing and had several nice teaching points. So Jay, You remember the video he's talking about?
Yeah.
And that was a strong video. That was a real strong video you did. Why don't you talk about that whole process of how 450 pips came in 1 hour, and what was your thought process through that whole Boris Johnson election?
All right, so that video he's talking about is I almost blew my account. So if you go on my channel, J Take Profit, search I almost blew my account, it'll pop up and you can know what he's talking about. But we saw the trade happening. Actually, this was a swing trade. This was my like one swing trade for the year or something. And I was on a sale and we was in it for like 2 or 3 days. And then I happened to look on my phone and I say, man, it's a lot of high impact news. So that's what he's talking about. So somebody who's on a team is from London and they're very aware of what's going on over there, like how we are with the presidents here. And so I met with him and he told me, he was like, yo, we've been in this trade for 2 days. We need to close it because then we're suspecting that for it to shoot up. And when I look back, it bounced right off of the golden zone, which somebody asked me earlier. How I mean, literally off the 5618 level, the golden zone level, bounced and shot up 450 pips. Now, the Greed Spirit was that was my only swing trade. I wanted to hold that boy, but I almost held it, but he was like, get out of the trade. So here's the thing. Go on my FX book. That's really the only one I use. I just started looking at Bloomberg and all of them, but really my FX book. And if you see your currency pair, GBP or whatever currency pair you trade, if you see that with a whole bunch of medium folders, if it's a whole bunch of medium folders, like 5 together, then that equals a high impact. So all that together at the same time on the same day will be high impact news. So don't trade that. Get out the trade. Don't trade it. If you see red folders, that's high impact news. If you're a day trader, you probably should stay away from the news. If you're a day trader, swing trades, if you're already in one, it shouldn't be a big deal because a lot of times the news just push it in the direction that it normally just wants to go anyway. It might have a little hiccup sometimes, but it's going to go where it need to go. A swing trader don't care about that. But us day traders, where we don't really want to be in large drawdowns and big heavy spikes, don't trade the news. So every day before you trade, check the news. What was another question? I mean, what was the other part of the question?
So as far as that Boris Johnson trade, like you talked about how team was helpful there. I mean, you basically answered it. I mean, basically how you allow this stuff to impact your trading.
And I only look at a couple pairs as well.
That's a good point.
So I look at probably, I just look at the GBP pairs, really. All right. So I go through my day. I look at the news. This is my process. I look at the news. See, is there any impact? If there's a lot of high impact news or a lot of medium news folders, I don't look at low impact. All right. I don't even have that on my screen. Okay. If I see some, then that just means I'm getting rest tonight. I'm not trading. I'm going to sleep. If it's a normal day, then I go looking at my GBP pairs, GBP, USD, JPY, AUD, and I really don't mess with the NZD. All right, so I go marking those charts up. I go marking them up, and whichever one explodes or whichever one does what it's supposed to do, then that's the one I will focus on, and I would ditch the rest. If I take profit on that trade and the other ones haven't taken off yet, then I will go and see what's the next one. But a lot of times I only take one trade or maybe 2 a day, and that's it. So that's how we do it.
Yeah. So we sorry, I had to get rid of a hater on here.
We get undone it.
No. We got a lot of these cats on here trying to do that stuff now.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah, they try to redirect traffic. That's all it is. All these guys are doing when you see these people on here posting this stuff. Oh man, they're silly. So I got another question that came in on the post and I also see a lot of people asking about it right here is about risk management. How to manage my risk, thinking about risk reward and how to calculations of risk reward and lot sizes. So we're going to talk about that real quick. For me, risk reward is one of the most powerful things that you have in the market. All right. And honestly, I think that that's probably, if not number one, it's top of the list when it comes to how to build your or your risk management plan. And the reason is because I want to help you with something. Most people, and I did this for a purpose. When I posted the video about the 25K giveaway last week, and I asked everybody, type in what you want me to hear about, what you want me to talk about. Probably 60% said strategy. Right? I got probably hundreds of comments saying strategy, and I'm not knocking that. We got plenty of strategy around here, all right? But what I want to tell you is this: if you use the proper risk management and particularly good risk reward, you can get a 50%, a simple, easy 50% strategy where you win one and lose one and you still make money, right? Think about it for a second. If you're risking 1% of your account, all right, if you're risking 1% of your account in every trade, and you have a minimum risk reward of 1 to 2, meaning that for every 1 pip you risk, you're looking for at least 2 in return. Okay. So if you have a 10 pip stop loss, then you wouldn't even take the trade if you can't think you're getting 20 pips, right? So that's what risk reward means. Your risk to your reward ratio, 1 to 2. All right. 1 to 1, 1 to 1 to 3, whatever that might be. All right. For me, it's 1 to 2. And the reason I do the 1 to 2 is because of this. If you're risking 1%, let's just say, in your account, and now let's say you take 5 trades, and you have let's say you take 6 trades, and you have a 50% strategy. You win 3 and you lose 3. Well, guess what happens? You win 1, so you're up 2%. You lose 1, so now you're down 1%. So now you're still up 1%. You lose another one, so now you're back to break even. You lose another one, so now you're down 1% on your account. Then you win 2, so now you're up 2 and 2. So literally, you took a 50% win percentage and turned it into 3% growth. Why? Because of risk reward, right? So what I'm telling you is that risk reward is a very, very powerful thing. You have to make sure that you have your risk management and your risk reward in place. And 1 to 2 is a perfect place for me because you're taking the leverage away from the market. You're taking the leverage away from, here we go, another hater on there. You're taking the leverage away from the broker, and you're putting the leverage into your own hands. All right. So it's a beautiful thing. Risk reward, you really need risk reward as part of that. And how do you set your stop loss? Well, every time you look left and you see the level for your stop loss, now you have to ask yourself, you can't tell, I've seen people say, well, I just risk 20 pips in every trade, or I just risk 50 pips, whatever, if they're a bigger trader, whatever. You can't do that. You're hurting yourself. What if the market calls for a 24 pip stop loss and you set it at 20? You know how mad you're going to be when that stops out and then goes in the right direction? You're going to be so upset. Or what happens if you set it for a 20 pip stop loss and it required a 50 pip stop loss, or something like that? What you have to do is you got to look left. You got to look at your market structure. And what the market structure tells you, that's what matters. Once you have your market structure, you can look left and see maybe a previous high or previous low. Use that for your stop loss. You can confirm that by looking for pin bar entries. You can confirm that by looking for your vortex. We talked about that a lot. You can use vortex to understand volume. ATR, there's some things like that you can use to understand volume. And so when you come into the market, understanding the volume, understanding market structure, you can set your stop loss by looking left. And then you can look at the structure left as well in the opposite direction. If you're going into a buy and your previous low is 20 pips, and so you're going to set your stop loss at, say, 23 pips. And then you look at your previous high, and that previous high is 23 pips. Well, you're not going to risk 20 to get 20. That don't make sense. If you can risk 20 to get 40, now it makes sense, right? So that's risk reward. Hope that helps. Jay, you want to hit on that, or are you good?
No, you answered that. You killed that.
All right, so all right, let's go back on here real quick, and then we're about to get to the 25K giveaway too.
Oh yeah,
about to get to the 25K giveaway. All right, give me 1 second here.
I got you, Karam.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and answer this one right here, because I'm gonna get this giveaway ready.
Say what, bro? That one, Patrick.
Yeah,
bro. How do you define the swing? Is the swing on a 1 hour the same as the pullback on the 4 hours? It confuses me. So I don't really get that. How do you define the swing? So you want to be on a higher time frame trying to figure out what a swing is, not the 1 hour to 4 hour. You want to be on like you want to like how day traders do. We look at the daily, the 4 hour and the 1 hour, we're good. And then by the 30 or 15, we're looking to enter. So for the swing traders, it's like you looking at the monthly. You do look at the monthly.
I only look at the monthly if the weekly is showing confusion. Like if the weekly is showing confusion, then I'll look up to the monthly to confirm direction to make sure that what I see on the weekly is going to play out the right way.
So they looking at the weekly, the daily, and entering around like the 4 hour to 1 hour for better entries.
Right.
So Patrick, the 1 hour is the same as the pullback. So it swings on the 1 hour. So yeah, so I would be looking at for swing trading, 4 hour. I will just do the 1 hour for your entry. Do the 1 hour for swing trading, do the 1 hour for your entry. All right, just do that. You gotta pick one. All right, because you know, and then the more you do that, then you will get better at looking at the time frames, the different time frames. Because remember, I couldn't do 5-minute entries because it was too cluttered. I got confused. Now I can do 5-minute entries for day trades. You know, so but it took me a while to get there. So pick one time frame where you want to enter at. It's all about building consistency. All right, you got me answering questions like this. My channel. I'm about to dive into this, boy.
I'm just getting this giveaway ready. That's what they came. They were ready for this giveaway, right? Yeah. Who wants that free one-on-one? Who's ready for that free one-on-one? I'm just getting these names ready. That's all. That's all it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we talked about risk management on the $500 account. Like, some people will tell you to take like, you know, a flat lot size. You know what I mean? $500 account means this is how much you take. Well, I think you got to come back to risk management. You got to come back to a percentage, right? If you want to risk 1% in your account, and then you got to figure that out, right? Don't take the cheap way out. Do the work. Go back and look at your stop loss. If your stop loss is 50 pips, or let's say your stop loss is 50 pips, and on a $500 account, you don't want to risk more than $5. Well, you need to take a 10-cent lot size, right? So you got to ask yourself, how much do you want to risk? And then how much is the stop loss in your trade? And then divide, right? Just simple math. Take the total dollar amount that you're willing to risk divided by your stop loss will give you your lot size, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So will there be more videos and content coming to TTA site in the coming months?
Yes.
I'm just getting started.
Yeah. There's definitely more content coming. Right now, we're in the works of putting together a state-of-the-art website. We have it in production right now, and it's phenomenal, right? So you're going to have access to everything that we already have, as far as like the private video library, as far as the weekly trainings, as far as the trade setups, as far as the community, all those things. And then we're adding a structured curriculum to the website. And the website, you're going to have your own back office. You're going to be able to take notes. You're going to have your own basically school. You're going to have your own schooling area in the website that's all set up with your own personal login. It's going to be super great. So that's going to help you a ton.
Thank you, Rita. I appreciate that. Rita on the team. Yeah. TTA is going to be it. I'm just behind the scenes right now with Joe working on creating it. It's going to be worth it. A lot of these Forex companies is going to be mad at us. I'm sorry, but you gotta help the people. The people want the help. So if you don't want to create the structure, if you don't want to create the education that's going to help them, somebody's going to come along and help them. And that's what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing about it is, the structured curriculum, it's a lot of things that that people are, waiting on. And I know that like some people came into the TTA team already, and, everything is not 100% up. And we already told everybody in the previous videos that we're in the beta stage right now. So we're still using the old systems while the new system is being updated, and while it's being, in finished in production. And that's, we're almost there. We're almost there. So those of you who are brand new to the team, just go back and look and see what some of the older team members are telling you. Stick with what we're doing, and I'm telling you, you're going to see amazing value. And then not only that, but those who are thinking about coming in, again, just go back and look and see what some of our team members are telling you. These guys have been in the team a while. They've been rocking with us for a while, and they can tell you what we do. Our team makes profit, and our people are making money. That's what, at the end of the day, people don't come in and pay for education, and they don't want to make money. I mean, people are looking to make money, and that's what we do. Right.
Yeah. Let me just do this one thing. He about to do this giveaway. Yeah. They said, do I got a Telegram? So all of this fake Telegram stuff. Hey, I'm not gonna say no names, but you go on Telegram. I don't have no VIP signals, none of that stuff. The Telegram that I have is what we are working in together. The Telegram that you can comment and talk to us. All right. If that's not what you're in, that's fake. Okay. And it's not free. You got to join the team to be in it. All right. So, in which we already gave you the link. I give you the link now. Boom. So here's the link. That's how you join the Telegram group. But all this fake WhatsApp and all this other Telegram stuff, and sign up and send. Hey, look, Joe, is you asking the people to send them Bitcoin?
Nope.
I don't want you to send me no Bitcoin to my broker. None of that. If you get any messages like that, it's fake.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, guys, and this is probably a good way to do this. If you're seeing people that are inviting you to come, number one, send them Bitcoin, join a WhatsApp or, anything like that, or some Telegram group. If you're unsure, always refer back to the YouTube channels, right? Always come back to the YouTube, because it's very, very easy to mimic or to recreate or duplicate a Facebook or a Instagram or something like that. Anybody can go and create a WhatsApp, things like that. That's just silly stuff. What we do, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, that's it, right? The only way you have access to Telegram or anything like that is through our websites. So if you didn't go through the website to do it, it's not the real one, right? Period. If you went through any other means to get it, you didn't get it. So, and I hate that these people are out here scamming like that. But the truth is that they're just trying to scam people off of our momentum, and what we're doing. Yep. So
let's get it.
Yep. Said Justin is fake. Yep. And then my man said, what do you say about Italian? Paisan. Joe looks like an Italian hustler. That's my vibe. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that answered the question. Yep. So let's see. I got the wife coming down here helping me with the giveaway. All right.
Nice.
So let's see what we got here.
Perfect timing. What you do?
All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to actually do two things. We have the names. And now here's what I told you guys about the giveaway. Y'all ready to do some of the giveaway? I can't even do the giveaway until I see people are ready for it. Right? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Giveaway. Here we go. So what we're going to do is I got my man's here.
Let's go.
He's going to do the giveaway part. And what's going to happen is this. I told you that what you had to do, number one, you had to like the video, the 4,500 video. You had to be a subscriber. So if you weren't a subscriber, you were not even you were not qualified to be in the giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then number three, you had to comment and tell us what it is you wanted me to, what do you want to see me do videos about? And we got so many people that, you know, that did, you know, different things, you know, strategy, whatever it might be. And so I definitely appreciate you guys, you know, giving feedback. And then there's videos coming about some of that stuff. Also, there's a lot of videos that are already up. A lot of people asked about supply and demand videos. A lot of people were asking about that. I probably had at least 30 to 40 people ask for a supply and demand video. And what I'll tell you is go on my channel and watch the supply and demand video that I did, because that's strong. It's a lot of stuff in there. There's more stuff I'll do on supply and demand, but start with that video. A lot of people asked about price action. Please do video on price action and how that works. Well, go back and watch the price action video that I got on my channel, because a lot of people have watched that and said, wow, that video changed the way I look at price action. To trade those breakouts, it's gonna take you to the next level. All right.
Yep.
So there's that. So now here's what we're gonna do. All right, I got this basket here. Y'all hear that? There's some names up in there. All right, and so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have Jay pick a name out of here. And if you're on here right now, hold on. I want to see the most recent comments. There we go. If you're on here right now and we pick your name, what you're actually getting is a free one-on-one session, right? So I'm gonna give you an hour of my time. We're gonna sit down for an hour and we're gonna discuss whatever you want to discuss over the hour. We're gonna share screens. We're gonna be on Zoom, and I'm gonna give you the game. All right, I'm gonna give it to you. You know, ask anybody who's been on a one-on-one with me. Those one-on-ones are crazy, right? So we're gonna give that away, and it's gonna be just free one-on-one. All right. So who's ready to see who wins?
All right, let's get it.
All right, pick one out of there.
Let's go. I got one.
So Jay, take profits.
Let's go. You know, represent Team Take Profits.
Who's the winner of the free giveaway? Who's the 25K giveaway winner? D Do Profit. I don't know who that is, but who is it? D Do Profit. Are you on here, D? Is D on here right now live?
Do they gotta be on here right now?
No, they don't gotta be on here live. We're gonna because I could just reach out to him on here.
It's Dita. It's with an A.
Yeah, Dita, D the Profit. All right. So whoever that is, what I need you to do is just hit me up. All right. D the Profit. Hit me up, and we're gonna get that. We're gonna do that you know, one-on-one. Now here's the next thing, because you know why? I felt like I wanted to do more than that. Is that all right?
I felt the same thing.
I felt like I wanted to do more than that. So today's Memorial Day, and I appreciate, you know, our veterans. I appreciate what Memorial Day is about. I appreciate the freedom that I have and all that. You know, I really do. That means a lot to me. So what I'm gonna say is this. Who in here right now is alive or is an active service military personnel? Is anybody on here right now that's active duty? Active duty. I want to know who's on here right now. Tim Eads is a vet. I love it.
You're the only one right now.
Forex Frank, proud to have served my country. Retired 20 years, Chris Shanks.
So Tim.
All right, so that's what I'm going to do. The first three people, who is that? Tim Eads,
Frank,
Forex Frank, and Chris Shanks. 3 people. I'm going to give all 3 of you guys free one-on-ones. Every one of you. The first 3 to people that responded with that.
There we go.
I'm giving y'all I'm going to give you guys free one-on-ones, all 3 of you. What I want you to do is just reach out to me in a private message, whether it be Facebook, whatever. Reach out to me so we can schedule it. And I want to give you guys a free one-on-one. So Forex Frank, Chris Shanks, and who was the other one? Tim Eads. Tim Eads. Eads. Hope I'm saying that right. All right. So please, if I just said your name, reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram or Telegram, whatever it is. And I'm giving you guys a free one-on-one. Thank you so much for your service. I appreciate you guys so much that we can never show you. That's not even enough but there's no way I could show you my appreciation for your service. So the very least I could do is give you guys a free one-on-one. So thank you for that. I really appreciate everything you guys have done for our country. So D to Profit. Where's
no, that person got how long?
D to Profit. Now D to Profit don't reach out. You know what? By the end of the day, what you think?
Yeah, by the end of the day, you should be on here. Where did you find them from? On here or
everything is just from here. They gotta comment on the previous video and be a subscriber.
Got you. So by the end of the day, or we gonna be or look, you can also pick them. If that person don't respond, go into your community.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. There. If I don't hear from D to Profit by the end of the day, I'm gonna pick another name and I'm gonna post it in the community. How about that? All right. So Paul Thomas is on, my man. All right. So yeah, Forex Frank. Yep, you can Facebook me. Chris Shanks and Tim Eads.
12:30 shoot. He'll respond by 12:30.
It's 12:23. Oh man. So all right, cool. So couple quick things. Who's ready for the 50K giveaway? That's what I'm ready for. Excuse me. All right, so congrats to those who won. You know, for D to Profit, if he's around, or she, I don't even know who D to Profit is, be honest with you. What's your Telegram? Yeah, who's Wayne Jr.? That ain't Jay Wayne.
No, that's just somebody named Wayne Jr.
Wayne Jr. All right, so yeah, you could just hit me on Telegram. You can my Telegram name is just my name, Joe Junta. Yeah.
You got like 3 different Jay Waynes on Telegram. I don't even know. But actually, if you search up Jay Take Profits, not the mother, it's just Jay Take Profits. I should pop up. It's Jay Wayne, but I think it's at the @ symbol. Jay Take Profits. Everything's spelled normal.
Yeah, here's what you can do too. I'm gonna make this real easy for everybody who's looking to get a hold of me as far as this giveaway. There's my email address. There's my email address right there. Just email me. How about that? All right. So anybody who won today, D the Profit, or our veterans who won, just hit me with an email and we'll schedule a one-on-one. All right. Patrick said D to Profit is already profitable. Give it to me, please. All right. So D has got to the end of the day. I'm not gonna switch up on him. D's got to the end of the day. If he don't respond by the end of the day, I'll be posting a new name in the community section, and we'll go like that. All right. So all right, cool. So guys, I'm about to be now. The other thing is I just put that comment out or from their last video, and I'm asking people to give me, what do you want to learn, right? Because that's what you know where you're at, right? So what I want to do is I want to have you just keep doing that in the comments. Let me know what it is you need, right? I want to continue to provide value for you, and so the videos that you guys requested, trust me, they're coming. And if I already don't even have them, go look back in the videos in my channel, and you're gonna find a lot of stuff on there that is probably stuff you're already asking about. And if not, trust me, it's coming. I got a whole list of things that are coming your way. So stay tuned. What's the one-on-one going to cover, Joe? Tim, that's whatever you tell me. What do you need help with? What do you need help with? We'll whatever you need help with, that's what we're going to cover in the one-on-one. All right. We appreciate Jay being on with us today.
Yep. There is beginner class tonight. Yeah. Is it still beginner class tonight? Yeah. Hey, if you're in the group chat, yeah, you will know. We'll update you in the group chat.
Yep. So all right, guys. Well, this week I got another video dropping, a strategy video. Get ready for it. I promise you, this is a game changer. I'm about to give you all the game on this next video, so make sure you stay ready for it. All right. All right. Appreciate you guys being on live with us. Make Moves Monday. motivation, mindset, trading psychology. Appreciate my man Jay being on with us today.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate the best team in the world, Trend Trading Academy. I see some of our people have been on today. So I appreciate every one of you. And hey, we're going to the next level.
Hey, don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe. And let's make this money, baby. Peace.